So, welcome to German Hour. Where's Twitch chat? Hey, Twitch chat. You guys are enjoying German? You had a German Hour last time. In the 90-hour marathon stream, there was a German Hour. Somehow we didn't get another British Hour in this anywhere here. Is there Brit?
Well, there was plenty of Brit ripping in the French Hour, so.
There's an Irish Hour coming up soon. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. So, ads are over. Would you like to introduce yourself as German friends?
Yeah, hello, I'm Robert. I'm from the south of Germany, Freiburg.
Oh, you're from Freiburg?
Yes.
Oh, I have a friend who grew up there and visited. I spent some time visiting with him there. I love the Freiburg.
Oh.
It looks exactly like my hometown of Santa Barbara. Like, identical.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
How old are you?
Freiburg, I'm 21.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's older than you by a few years. Whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, Freiburg is beautiful.
Yeah, Freiburg is really pretty.
Yeah, just south of Germany, in the Dreiländereck, where the countries meet. So yeah, that's me.
What the hell? Am I no longer Facebook friends with my German friend? Yeah, sorry. Go ahead. You're Nicole?
It's alright.
Nico.
It's alright. I'm Nico. I'm from the west of Germany, from Frankfurt, and yeah.
Okay.
There.
Yeah.
Gumbish. There we go. Thomas
Everybody
Gumbish.
also from roundabout Cologne, and yeah, I'm very German.
Very German. Cologne. Yes. Yeah. And last but not least.
Yeah, well, I was on earlier in drug and gun discussions, or circle jerk, whatever.
What I was trying to keep it from being that it wasn't a circle jerk. It was,
I tried.
No. I was trying to keep us on track. I wasn't trying to imply that we were circle jerking. I was saying I don't want us to get there.
I mean,
we did great.
Level-headed, so.
Yeah, we did great.
It was good discussion where no one got all flame baby. So I think
before we get any further, Hippie Beard says Norwegian Hour or Riot, and his amount is 420. His name is Hippie Beard, and if he was in, I don't know, Central United States, or actually Rocky Mountain United States time, it would be 4:20 in the afternoon when he sent that. How appropriate. Bobo says, I'll see you later, Neil. He's taken off. Anonymous says test and roll call. Oh shit, we're supposed to do roll call. Alright, we'll do roll call now, right now, and then we'll do German Hour. You guys can finish your introductions. And then Freidhoff says, greetings from Germany for German Hour, $20. And then Quatz says, Karl Schwager, something unpronounceable is watching you. You're going to have to tell me how to pronounce this. I will send it to you. There.
Karlsruhe.
Yeah. I don't know what that means.
Also Karlsruhe, because it's a studying town and there are only guys. Actually.
What?
Okay. That's the play on words.
Yeah. The switching from German to English kind of confused me.
All right. So forgive me for cutting German Hour short. Not short, but interrupting German Hour. But I did promise a roll call, and it has been like almost a full day since we've done it.
Yeah,
but that just means that people haven't, they've been on edge waiting for roll calls. So they've been standing around the computer the whole time, which is great because that's how it should be. You should always be waiting for the next one. Wait, but when's it gonna happen? When's it gonna happen? Not just
people want to prove themselves.
Yeah, not just like, oh, there's this roll call every so often. If I miss one, oh, no. So
it's also pretty tiring if you don't like CS. So,
well then,
Well, the last 5 or 6 hours were like philosophy and French and Swedish hours. So
that was cool.
One from Pabi, Bavaria. Okay, so let me get my remaining 16 people to check in. We got Hajizama, Arthur Snow, Bloody Sword, Dante Shepherd, Go Collects, who's hopefully fallen asleep by now, Hell of Heaven, Miam, Mimic Scribe, World, Salty Mike, Shuka Kusuru, Sloren, Talun, Talvox, the FMX001, and Zaltasia. And if you fell asleep in between, please don't lie and say that you didn't fall asleep. Like some people who we've had on recently who needn't be named.
Yeah. I'm here, by the way. I'm Hell of Heaven.
Yes. And you've been awake the entire time?
Yep.
Good.
I've been awake since 10 hours before the stream started, so I'm very tired right now. And since it's like, what's it, 12 a.m. or 12 p.m.? What's it for us? I don't know. It's midnight, so
right.
I'm kind of in a slump.
Why would you do that? I mean,
no
there's a couple of people
Dante
watching. I can
Shepherd.
understand. Otherwise, nah.
Dante Shepherd. Are you here, Dante Shepherd? I don't see Dante Shepherd anywhere. Mimic Scry. Mimic Scry's here. Offworld Off. Didn't I just see you? Oh yeah, you were just on whatever that we just did. Shukakusa. Damn it, Shukakusa is still here. Sloren. I recently just saw as well. Talun is here. Talvox is not here. The FMX001 is here. Okay, so you guys please do correct me if I'm wrong. But only 4 dropped out. Ajizama, Arthas Gnome, Dante Shepherd, and Talvox, right? Alright. Oh, this is Dante. Wait, what? Dante Shepherd, are you here? Did you go to sleep last night, Dante? Did you sleep? The questions. Oh no, this is Dante. No, hold on, that's Dante Draco. Okay, Dante Draco. Oh, fucking hell! Got mixed up and left out of the last time we did roll call. Accidentally. There we go. Cool. So that is it. We're going to bring in one more person to the German hour. Quirt. As soon as Quirt loads. Loads. Loading. Slowly loading. Well, while we're waiting for the loading, you've already introduced yourselves.
I didn't.
No, I'm sorry. Please continue introducing yourself. I feel like an asshole now.
No problem. I think I mainly done my introduction in the previous segment. I'm from Berlin, but I'm not a born Berliner. I've been born in Hamburg, the best city in Germany, and I've lived all over Germany by now. So I've lived in Hamburg, Munich, Hanover, Berlin, Lübeck, and Baden-Württemberg, which is where Freiburg is, so in Waldshut, which is a small town. So I've covered most of Germany, except for Turin or something in East Germany.
Cool.
And yeah.
I'm confused. Did I bring the wrong person in here? Why is court not loading? I'm so lost. Anyway, so German hour. We need some German flags. We got some German flags. We got German hour text and
Music.
German music. Something other than Rammstein, please.
What?
Okay.
Well, that's the only thing we have.
No, you must have
That's
something
a
other than
lie.
that. You've got Urnine Wort. You've got
Nina,
that actually
what
is
about
the
the
extent of my
Spectrolux?
German music.
What did you say, Neil?
Nur ein Wort.
Okay.
No shit. No, that's the song of the band. God damn it! What's the band's name? Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. Music. Foreign German. Here we go. We're
Ach, wir sind Helden. Nee,
There we
no,
go.
Wir sind Helden.
Yeah.
No.
Well, it's an old band. It's
Ah.
from when I was in Germany last, which was like 2004. So,
Right.
yeah.
If you're a bit one for the electronic music, right?
When streaming, it's really nice.
So I would,
But, yeah.
I would, for a little fun, I would say put up some Scooter.
Scooter?
Yeah.
Link me some Scooter.
Yeah,
Also,
man.
if you have any like old German 80s techno, German 80s techno is pretty fucking sick.
But it's
That-
only got really
yeah,
bad in the
that is
90s.
good,
Like
though.
90s is
Oh,
the
that's
worst.
perfect.
90s techno.
No, that's what I'm saying. Give me the 80s techno. German 80s techno is amazing.
Oh well, not really. It's trashy enough. Yeah, I think that should do. I don't really know. I think this one should be pretty good. I'm pre-listening.
Oh, Dante Shepard is still alive. Cool. Whoops, sorry to skip over you. And I got confused between all the different Dantes. There were like
Oh yeah,
Dante Shepard, Dante Arthas, Dante Draco, Dante blah blah blah. Okay. Right said Fred. Oh god. Okay, here we go.
No, the song I think is Scooter is pretty good.
So, tell us why Germany is the very best country of all time.
Yeah, I have a reason for all of you, I think. Do you like your MP3s?
My MP3s?
It's a handy format. Yeah, it's a good format, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Do you know where it comes from? Who invented it?
An American.
Right.
No. The Fraunhofer.
I'm pretty sure an American invented it.
No. It was a Fraunhofer Institute in Germany.
All right.
It's actually from Freiburg and Breisgau.
Really?
Yes.
All right.
It all goes full circle.
And we got engineering. We're the best at
Engineering.
engineering.
You invented all of
And we
engineering?
got-
No,
Yes.
we did not invent all of engineering, but we are pretty good at engineering.
Well, Americans wouldn't have gone to the moon if it wasn't for German rocket engineers. So.
Oh, you do not want to walk down that road, my friend.
What? You poached them. Oh, you did some war crimes. Oh, never mind. We want to go to the moon. Cool. So those rockets.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you didn't give a shit about it.
That's not entirely true.
No.
It was let's see. Execute them or give them to the Russians so they can beat us to the moon. You know, executing would be very difficult. They'd probably have been taken by KGB agents. So it's basically let all the Russians get the German scientists, or we can take as many as we can get our hands on because we're already at war with the Russians. So it was an escalation of an arms race. Think of it less as bringing on like hiring German scientists and more of looting Germany of all of its valuable resources after the war. We stole your scientists as loot so that we could fight the next war.
Well, before we are going down that route,
I know. I can't believe you'd bring that up. Seriously, it's like 5 minutes into this.
Yeah, so let me.
What's that rule called?
So just
Do not mention the war.
Ah, come on.
I was so careful. I was not gonna. The French, aren't the French awful? Oh my God, they're so they're so stuck up.
Und wir werden Elsass-Lothringen wiederbekommen. Ah, okay, no, that's
Yeah.
a joke for every German listening.
No, the French aren't actually that awful.
No, I know, but it's.
Well,
We have a common American joke here in the States. I don't know if you've heard it. It's kind of bad, but why is the Champs-Élysées covered in trees or lined with trees?
Never heard that one.
So the Germans can march in the shade.
That's really good.
It's really bad. Yeah, I know, but it's a good one, and I know I butchered the name of the street, but yeah.
On my German
Champs-
ears, it's not perfect.
I think that's
Yeah.
pretty legit.
But as we discovered in our French hour, we actually love the French here. We love to pretend to hate them.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, no, we love the French, but we love to pretend to hate them. So
Also, I would argue that the French are not the lone kings of bread.
yeah.
Germany
And the-
is, I would say Germany and France share the bread throne. Germany is more the hearty, full wheat, dark bread, and French is the whitish baguette,
right.
you know, for
Yeah.
wine and shit. And Germany is the bread you eat to your meat.
You also do some weird stuff like putting nuts in our bread, all kinds of stuff. I've never seen that anywhere else, so that's kind of cool.
I think like Poland has good bread, and then some of the northern countries maybe, but aside from that, like nobody has any bread culture. Like, we
Yeah.
If you're at the US for breakfast, you get like sweet stuff or only really white bread or toast. It's very bad.
Yeah, bread in America or also in Ireland too is mostly a cake and not bread because it's so sweet.
All right, we've got Irish hour coming up next, so I won't be able to use this then. So I'm going to do another horrible joke here. How many potatoes does it take to kill an Irishman? None.
Well,
I know, it's bad. It's
That would
really
give you
bad.
Some shit for that, Neil.
I know, I'm going to get in so much trouble for that.
Yeah, but
So
maybe
it's
the
the
Irishman
reason why
will not
Germany's
notice this because he's drunk.
Or too hungry to listen to your stream.
Now we're getting really awful.
All right, we're done. We're
Let's
done.
stop that. Let's get back to reasons why Germany is a good country.
Why is Germany great? And why is Neil going to get destroyed
Let me
on the
tell you
Irish
about
stream? Even though Irish people, I'm a quarter Irish, I'm a 16th German, I'm a 16th French. Love me.
So you can do all those racial jokes without...
Yeah,
feeling-
absolutely.
That's pretty good.
Although recently in a Reddit AMA, I discovered this is something I was completely oblivious to, one of those just cultural norms you grow up with and you don't realize other people don't share it with you, that only Americans actually count where they're from and like measure it and divide it and be like, oh yes, I'm half this and a quarter this and an eighth this and 2/16 or 16th this and a 16th this. Apparently no one else
Well,
does that shit. The fuck,
In
guys?
Germany, we kind of did for a while.
don't go, no,
So
stop it.
Stop that!
That's why
No!
we
No!
probably don't do it anymore.
But if it's it's an American thing, and me
You
and my
know?
roommates had a big long discussion about it. Why it makes so much sense to us, and maybe if it doesn't make that much sense to everyone else, but it's how we kind of connect with our pasts. And the example we were using was like, for example, if one of you were to move to Korea, you would not say I am now Korean, would you? No, you'd be I'm German. I'm living in Korea, and you and your wife have kids, and the kids are born in Korea. Are your kids Korean? No, your kids are German. They're just living in Korea. Or they were born there. They're still German. But this moment that you become a U.S. citizen, you are now an American. You don't have you have a national identity which is very separate than ethnicity. Which I don't know why I'm talking about this during German hour, but I guess that's what happens when you don't sleep. But it was very interesting to us that you guys don't do this stuff. And I got actually a lot of shit from it. I had some people who were pissed off. That was like, what do you mean? You can't call yourself a quarter Irish just because like 6 generations back they were all Irish for blah, 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 blah. That doesn't mean anything. You don't understand what it means to be Irish. And it's not a national thing. It's an ethnic thing. And that's my rant.
Actually, I strongly disagree with you.
Immigrated like 300 or 400 years ago, then everybody has that kind of ancestry. But I guess here, at least for many Germans, at least they're all German. Or we're like 1/8 French or Spanish, and that's not really exciting because it's actually not that far as crossing an ocean. So
yeah.
That explains it.
But I actually strongly disagree. If you move to Korea and you have kids there, your kids are Korean, I think.
I mean, they're Korean citizens, but...
No, they you know, we have a German politician who's full Vietnamese, and he's raised up by Germans. Mm-hmm. So if you would say he's not real German, he's Vietnamese, but he has nothing of the culture, nothing at all, he would take his home country. Yeah. He would have no identity.
He would be a Vietnamese German. Like we have African Americans. Yeah. By the way, we are no longer called white in the United States. We are now European American. Thank you very much. We have African Americans. We have Asian Americans. We have Middle Eastern Americans. And we have European Americans. Get it right, the rest of the world.
Wow.
So what's Caucasian?
Caucasian.
I don't know.
Okay.
White.
Yeah, but Germany, it's... Germany, I think would be another matter. In Germany, we would strongly disagree not calling someone German if he's living all life there, because you would divide them by their race, and everything that has to do with race in Germany is completely banned and out of discussion because of our past.
Of course, right. And I didn't, It's not an important thing. It's just one of those cultural things that is unique to the United States, and other people get pissed off when I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a 16th German, and to me that's like an important part of who I am. But to you guys, you're like, you had like a grandparent like 6 generations back, or a couple, a few people that moved from Germany to the United States like 150 years ago, and you're trying to claim some of our territory. What the hell, man? Get out of here, you silly American. I don't know. Whatever.
I mean, if I go down my line, I would have to set the right borders, because the borders in Europe they
move
tend
a lot
to go from one side. My grandfather would be Polish, but he's Polish German, so it's just like it's all stupid. It's all we're all Europeans. So
and 30 years before that, the border was here, and 50 years before that, it was all the Ottoman Empire, and before that, it was all this, and then you were all Roman for a little bit, and blah blah blah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly the thing.
Anyway, let's get back to talking about how cool Germany is. I don't know why I derailed us. I'm a bad host. I'm a terrible host.
Because we got beer.
We got beer. Good, you got beer.
Very cheap. I think like for average weight, Germany is like top 3 country for how many you can get. Like it's very cheap compared to how much we earn.
How much is your? What do you order beers by? The pint?
Mostly. No, in Bavaria it's the mass liter, but mostly it's. It depends on where you are in Germany. In northern Germany, it's mostly 1/3 of a liter. And the further you go down, it's half a liter or 1 liter, except for Köln and the area around it where you drink Kölsch, which is served in 200 milliliter glasses.
Okay,
which is a rather weak. You can drink a lot of that beer.
I've noticed with every European country I've ever been to or had substantial conversation with people that they're from there, the further south you go, the more relaxed and chilled out the people are, the harder they party, and the more ridiculous excuses they have for holidays. Why is this? Is it just because it's warmer further south?
I think the holiday thing is in the south even more religious. Don't the holidays all come from the Christian stuff and so maybe they have more roots there.
Yeah.
But as far as partying goes, I think Germany, it isn't that far south, but we have very late opening hours compared to other countries. like clubs and pubs have to close very early. Also, I think in England and Ireland stuff, they have to close at like 1 or 2. In Germany, nobody gives a fucking just parties until 6 or later. At least
So,
in many places.
In Berlin, that's paramount. So I go to work. I leave the house at about 7. And
In the morning?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I
So
have
early.
1 hour. I live in East Berlin and I work in West Berlin, and that's about 45 minutes to an hour drive with the public transportation.
How old are you? If you don't mind my
24.
asking. 24. So you actually literally grew up in East Berlin before the wall fell down?
No. I'm like I said, I'm born Hamburger. That's
Oh, okay,
North
yeah.
Germany. So, and I grew up in Munich and Hanover, which is in Saxony, Lower Saxony.
Okay.
Which you wondered earlier about where Saxony is. It's a part of Germany.
Okay, part of Germany.
The mad
Lower
Saxon.
Saxony, and yeah.
I wouldn't know anything about that. Those are all filthy lies.
No. So, and I lost my train of thought. Where was I? Oh, right, partying. And if I leave the house at 7 on Thursdays, the day before Friday, is that Thursday or Tuesday?
That is Thursday, yes.
Thursday, yeah. I tend to meet people coming from the clubs, drunk, that ask me where there's a club that is still open, because I'm in an area which in Berlin you call this Kiez, like the most free translation I could come up with would be the hood, like a area where there's lots of clubs and scene stuff and parties and shit like that, like a very alternative and left-leaning area. And I go to work and they come with beer in hand and, can you tell me where's the club here that's open? And I'm always pretty pissed off because I have to go to work and they come drunk from the clubs.
Yeah, usually oftentimes one doesn't even go to the club before like 1 in the morning or so.
Yeah.
I'd say 1 in the morning is like the usual time to arrive at the club or so.
Yeah, pretty much. 1, 2, even.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends.
Yeah, but Vorglühen is pretty universal.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Vorglühen, which would be, I don't know, getting an early start. Or
Not to drink before drinking.
You drink at someone's house or something.
Yeah, warm-up
get
drinking.
tipsy or drunk. Yeah, warm-up drinking to get tipsy or drunk before you go to the club where the drinks are really expensive.
Yeah, that's pretty standard practice worldwide, I believe.
Yeah, and the alcohol is pretty cheap. If you go to other countries, alcohol tends to cost double the amount than in Germany. You can get a beer for about 50 cents, half an euro.
Wow, for a beer?
Yes,
So
half
a
In the
1/3
supermarket,
liter
not in the
beer?
club. Yeah, but in the supermarket, not in the club.
Yeah, in
Okay.
the supermarket.
In the club,
club,
€2 to €5 depending on the
Yeah,
club.
250.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, because if you're getting like, but you wouldn't buy beers in 6-packs, would you? You buy them individually?
No, in 6-packs, yeah. Or
Okay.
but not like in American 6-pack with the plastic stuff or in cans,
Plastics?
just in glass bottles. And
We don't buy. Oh no! We don't drink that canned swill. No, thank you.
Oh, that's like what's it called? Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yeah, Pabst Blue Ribbon or Coors or Budweiser. No, thank you. You can
Okay.
pass that off to.
No,
You can pass that off to Oklahoma Hour and Alabama Hour coming up later.
I think most common is
Here-
a box of 20 bottles.
I'll be right
with,
back.
0.5 each.
Here in California, we drink real beer. Thank you very much. Which comes
depends
in
on the
bottles.
opinion.
Well, oh god, oh no, the bottle already got thrown out. There's this great arrogant bastard ale. I want to find this for you guys.
Heineken?
You can appreciate this.
Because I do know that's the only beer I drank when I was in America.
Which
It's
was?
Heineken.
Heineken, whatever.
Yeah.
I would pass on that almost every.
But it's
Yeah.
Dutch.
I will
Heineken is
drink
from
that if there's
Netherlands.
nothing else around.
Yeah, Heineken is Dutch.
Yeah, pass.
Yeah, but
Thank
they
you.
do have a factory, like in the southern part of America. That's
Yeah.
why.
Okay, here's the description of the Arrogant Bastard Ale. Hopefully you will enjoy this. This is an aggressive ale. You probably won't like it. It's quite doubtful that you have the taste or sophistication to be able to enjoy an ale of this high quality depth. We would suggest that you stick to a safer, more familiar territory, maybe something with a multi-million-dollar ad campaign aimed at convincing you it's made in a little brewery, or one that implies their tasteless fizzy yellow beverage will give you more sex appeal. Perhaps you think multi-million-dollar ad campaigns make things taste better. Perhaps you're mouthing the words to this as you read it. And that is the label on the back of their beer.
That sounds great. I want to drink that beer.
Exactly. Oh, actually, I forgot the second part. At Stone Brewing, we believe that pandering to the lowest common denominator represents the height of tyranny, a virtual form of keeping the consumer barefoot and stupid. Brought forth upon an unsuspecting public in 1997, Arrogant Bastard Ale openly challenged the tyrannical overlords who were brazenly attempting to keep Americans chained to the shackles of poor taste. As the progenitor of this style, Arrogant Bastard Ale has reveled in its unprecedented and uncompromising celebration of intensity. There have been many nods to Arrogant Bastard Ale, even outright attempts to copy it, where only one can ever truly embody the nature of liquid arrogance. Boom.
Not
Arrogant
bad.
Bastard Ale, guys, tell your friends. It's actually
Yeah,
good
there's
as well.
a pretty good amount of sprouting up new local breweries in America, as far as I've seen. I see a lot of people from Facebook I know. They tend to go like on beer tastings with the local brewery and stuff like that. It's pretty cool to see. And what they said about the lowest common denominator in beer, that's I would say that's what Beck's is.
I've never had Beck's, so I couldn't.
Beck's
help you
is
there.
like the standard. Yeah, it's like Heineken or.
Yeah,
Heineken
I've
is
heard
a
of it,
bit
but I've
weaker.
never had it, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's pretty. Yeah.
For
Also
every
in Germany-
German, it tastes like
It's also
piss.
mostly mixed, isn't it?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
Beck's is they cut it to a standard taste. Yeah.
Whereas Beck's
But it-
is probably the most drunken and less liked beer.
No,
Because
that's
it's
Oettinger.
everywhere, but
That's Oettinger.
Oettinger is real cheap. You cannot say.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have a contract with Oettinger, you get a half a liter Oettinger for 20 cents.
Yeah.
It's really
A
stupid.
half liter for 20 cents?
Yes.
Oh, perhaps.
Yeah.
Oettinger is what the
That's
bums.
bad.
It's okay.
That's
It's actually not
very
that bad.
cheap.
It's okay
That's
if you're
extraordinarily
drunk
cheap.
Yeah, it's okay if you're
It's
drunk
really
enough.
extraordinarily cheap. It's crazy.
I mean,
I mean, the
Does-
only beer you should.
Go ahead. Hello?
Okay, the only beer you should really drink when in Germany is Krombacher, because if you drink it,
No.
you'll save the
Oh yeah.
the
The
trees and
rainforest.
whatever.
Drink for the rainforest. For every box of Krombacher,
Yeah,
you can
exactly.
save 1 square meter of rainforest.
Yeah.
That's just like
That's
stupid.
an ad campaign that they run. They say they buy 1 square meter of the rainforest for each case of Krombacher you drink or buy. That's where the Saufen für den Regenwald, which is binge drinking for the rainforest, comes from.
Just
That's
just
sort
so I want to clear something up with a impersonator of Josh Lyman. First off, Josh Lyman was a character on West Wing who would never have said what this Josh Lyman is saying. Neil is such a snob. Sometimes people want to get drunk without blowing $20. Now, my friend Josh Lyman, the fake, if you want to get drunk without blowing $20, that's not a problem. But you don't drink beer. If your objective is to get drunk, why are you drinking beer? You go straight for the hard alcohol, my friend. You drink beer as a social thing. Get your shit together. But good job for watching West Wing and appreciating enough to use Josh Lyman's name. Okay, sorry, had to clear that up.
How is
Yes?
the what did you say? What the beer name was? How is it from?
I've only ever
Yes.
had a roommate. Well, my roommate Patty did a favor for me and my girlfriend. So we went out and got him a bunch of like different random beers, and that was one of them. We
Oh,
tasted
right.
it. I haven't had a full one to myself. I've only had a sip. It was
Okay.
good. I'd like to
But,
try it sometime, but I've
I
never.
mean, is it rather from the taste, not alcohol content? Is it rather strong, as in much Hopfen? What is Hopfen?
Hops?
Hop? Is that a thing?
Yes.
Hop? Yeah, because in Germany, from north to south, you have the more south you go, the weaker the hop contents of the beer gets, and the easier it is to drink. And in the north, like Flensburger and Jever, is really hard. I say hard in bitter. It's relatively bitter, and many people don't like that. And in the south, it's very smooth and easy to drink. But some people don't like it because it's dishwater.
Well, what else does Germany have besides beer? You must have other cultural things.
Oh, a lot. I think Germany is language. I think in America the hipsters try to use words like Schadenfreude.
Zeitgeist.
Yeah,
Weltschmerz.
stuff like that.
Well, we're getting invaded too, so.
But I think German as a country is pretty rich in culture,
It's safe.
and writing.
Very safe.
Yeah.
That also,
Autobahn,
I was
that's
a-
right, chat.
Yeah, yeah.
I think like poems or literature in general and philosophers and everything. Germany is often called the country of poets and philosophers. So and I think that's not without cause.
1 second, hold on. Cool. Yes, I did not have the privilege of driving on that when I was there, sadly. I only got to poke around a little bit. Although I got to use my American license, which was wildly inferior compared to your German license, which are very difficult to achieve.
They are, yes.
Yeah.
They are pretty expensive, and always when it be in some series or on TV, how you get your license, I'm always really scared to at any time go to America and use some vehicle on the street, because
Why?
you just basically have to answer 10 questions and then drive for 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
What? Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
didn't
you're
know this.
on-
well,
If you're under
ridiculous.
18, you just have to. There's a written test that's really easy. Like, if you've been in a car with a person driving around your whole life, you know all the answers, or you're,
What the fuck? I had to
and
stand
then
with-
you just drive some basic, like, okay, make a right-hand turn there, make a left-hand turn there, merge into this. Okay, parallel park. Oh shit, there's no cars around. Just park right there. You did all right.
That's
You look, you
a
checked your
joke.
mirrors. You're good.
What the hell? I had to
Yeah,
spend
it-
like 1,600 euros and fucking 3 months or something.
We
half
have
a
to
year.
provide our own cars for our tests, though.
How do
Yeah,
you-
well,
How do your driving teachers make a living? I wonder.
People younger than 18.
How do the people who teach to drive, or is it like
There
that?
is no one
If
like
you're
that.
between 16 and 18, you have to complete X number of hours of driving courses. So the driving teachers get there. There are also some adults who want to take driving courses to get better. And I think for certain things like DUIs or whatnot, you might have to like take driver's ed over again.
Oh, okay.
But overall, like driving instructors are, it is not a very highly ranked
So
profession.
in Germany, 1 hour of driving practice with the instructor is about, what would you say, 50 euros?
Yeah, 50 euros.
Yeah, around about 50 euros.
About
I mean,
No.
it's
like
been some years, but I think
24
about 50.
half an hour.
Yeah, 50 is
Yeah,
Right.
you guys are gonna hate this. So I got my license when I was 16, and my 8-week driving course, which was for I want to say two or 3 hours a day for 8 weeks. 2 or 3 hours a week for 8 weeks. We would spend probably an hour to an hour and a half each week watching instructional videos, which were ancient tapes that were ridiculous and stupid and really obvious and made no sense whatsoever, where our driving instructor just kicked his feet up. Then we like talk about some stuff here and there. It was really low key, and he took us out behind the wheel twice or once, and then like you had a one-on-one lesson with him behind the wheel, and then that's it.
That's really ridiculous.
In Germany, you have to take a written exam, which encompasses, I think, 30 to 50 questions, multiple choice. But you have a practice questions about, I think, 200 or something like that, and you can make. I think when you have 10 errors, I think you failed the test, and you can repeat it 3 times or 2 times. You can take it 3 times, so 2 repeats. And if you can't make it with the 3rd repeat, then you have to take your theoretic lessons again, which of course also costs money.
Right.
Also, you have to take a oral exam if you have some special reason, like being dyslexic or something like that, or you can get an oral exam because maybe you know the stuff but just can't write it down or whatever. And then you have the practical exam, which costs, I think, 300 euros or so, and is about an hour and a half or 2 hours, something like that, where you drive with your instructor and the licensed examiner, and they tell you where to go and you have to park, and there's certain situations where you automatically instantly fail the exam, like cutting someone off, or going over, I don't know if you have that in America, like when 2 lanes are separated by a solid white line.
Right.
In Germany, that means you cannot in any case cross that line. And if you even touch it with one wheel, you fail the exam.
See, for us, it is a double yellow line that you are not allowed to cross.
Okay, yeah.
Our solid white lines are just like, you can cross between them, but this lane is going to separate away from everything else shortly.
That's without, that is just separated white lines, like blocks. I don't know what you
Yeah. I had a friend who had to take his driving test 3 times.
Well, in America or Germany?
In America, but not because he was a bad driver. The first time his driving, it was some ridiculously stupid. I cannot remember the reason why he failed the first time. It was just ridiculous. I'm like, what? Huh? That doesn't make any sense. Whatever. You'll just take it again. It's fine. He shows up the second time. He goes to get in the car. The driving test administrator goes to open the door, knocks on the window. He rolls down the window, and she says, "The door is too heavy. If we get in a crash, I won't be able to get out. You fail." And just like turned away and walked away. And so he had to schedule a 3rd test with a different car. So yeah. Oh God, are people getting pissed off at me for something? Did I get my lines mixed up? Wrong. Solid lines you cannot cross. Whatever. Look, cannot cross and should not cross are very different, very, very different things we say here. I guess technically you're not supposed to cross solid white lines, but it's not like a never ever. You can't do that. It's like this: you come to a stoplight, and the left lane is going to take off, so this is a solid line. You know, like, okay, that lane's going to move over there. Shouldn't cross over at this point. But if you decide last minute, crap, I really want to be in that lane, you can totally dart across the solid white line. No one gives a fuck. You could be surrounded by 10 cop cars, and you could do that, and not a single one of them would bat an eye at you. You do that across a double yellow line, they'll bat an eye at you. They'll probably pull you over. But a white line, they don't give a fuck. No one cares. That's right, Eka Lucifer. I decide what lines I'm allowed to cross.
Yeah, you also got a lot less traffic than we in Germany.
Yeah, we have a lot of cars.
And you only know how to drive automatic gear, right?
No, I can drive manual. I had a motorcycle for many years. So.
But it's still a bit different from car, isn't it?
Same thing. Except it doesn't have a reverse.
How is it the same thing?
You have a clutch and you have a gear shift, and you hold.
Yeah, but you just have to tip up and down, don't you, on a motorcycle?
I mean, if in a car you have to go forward, back, then middle, then back, middle, then forward, middle.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
Okay.
tipping up and down and moving your hand like 3 or 4 inches. It's the principle.
For
is the
some
same.
people, it seems to be pretty hard.
No, I mean, for me, it was no difference. It's pretty obvious.
But most people in America, I mean, that's an assumption Germans often make that.
Most people
Americans
just
most-
drive
yeah.
automatic. Yeah.
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 I mean, on Reddit, it's a constant image. You see, like, oh, my thieving protection stick shift. Woo.
Yeah, but that's like a ridiculous joke because anyone that's a thief that's stealing cars knows how to drive manual.
Yeah.
Like, you're not a car thief if you can't drive manual, right? You would be the worst car thief in the entire world if you get into the car and like, shit, it's a manual. That
Look at this
sucks.
Volkswagen. I want it. Oh, no. It's
Especially because manual cars cost more than automatic cars. So,
really, in
like-
Germany, it's the other way around.
well,
Yeah, 'cause
yeah.
it's not so common
Yeah.
over here.
All right. So what else? Tell me more about Germany. This wonderful. Oh, we haven't been playing music. Gee, we played the one Scooter song. Give me a link to
How
your
did you
national
like
anthem. It was cool, but
Please, people, link the correct one, yes?
yeah, we had
Yeah.
last time. Oh my god, last time was a disaster.
I know.
Last time you got Deutschland, Deutschland über alles.
Yeah. No, last time we had someone who just tweeted that at me or like set that as a donation mark or
Yeah,
something.
I know.
And so I
You
just
read
like
it
I
out
read it
loud.
aloud because like it's some words in German that I have no idea what they mean. And I got a lot of that was the only time that I've said or done something that I got messages about people being pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I immediately apologized, and everyone explained to me what was going on, and I got into a big fight with the person over it, and I haven't really talked to him since then, so it's been problematic. All right, what do we got? No, that's not it. What is that? That's the second one. An advertisement before the German national anthem. Of course there is.
Man saw you naked.
Here we go.
It's YouTube after all.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what we should listen to.
So, what else do you have for me, Germany? You gotta have other great things. Other
Public
than beer and
transportation,
cars and
It's
transportation.
awesome.
Hegel,
Yeah,
metal
Schnitzel,
bands.
Leberkäse.
What?
The Zuse Z1.
I don't know what this is.
That's mechanical PC.
Oh, yes. Well, hardly call it a personal computing device. But yeah.
No one would, but
Well,
you know.
PC is personal computing.
well, yeah, it's an MC, mechanical computer,
Yeah.
and it was the first like really programmable one, but it was pretty because of the many mechanical parts. There is a museum in Berlin where they have a replica, and it's just crazy. It looks crazy. It's really, I don't know how he pulled that off. So many moving parts and everything works together. It's crazy. And we got from that to an iPhone in just like 30 years, 80 years. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what was the distance between the Wright brothers' first flight and landing on the moon? Something like 30-some years? It was like 30 or 40 years because we landed on the moon in the 60s, and the Wright brothers did their flight. I want to say maybe it was only 60 years.
Wait. First flight was
The first Wright brothers' first flight, 1909? No. 1903.
oh yeah. So
And
yes,
60
yeah.
years.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
That's ridiculous.
I think it's still pretty weird that all the shit going up in space has like computer technology from the 80s and weird shit.
Yeah.
It's weird, but it has nothing to do with Germany. So maybe
Yeah,
someone
no,
else has
no.
right?
But just interesting that we've gone from one thing to another thing to another thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, your national anthem was very quiet and very peaceful.
Yes.
Should be.
And to all the people screaming in Germany. You can't talk when the national anthem is running. Yeah, that's not like that in Germany. And also, we don't hear it here in Skype. You should play this one now. I think you will like it.
All right.
Yeah.
What do you got for us? This last one?
Yeah.
Oh god.
I mean, that's 80s trash.
It's
Yeah.
iconic.
That's
not trash.
Come on. That's
No, it's not trash. It's
iconic.
it's the holy grail of
Yeah.
electronic music.
Yeah, it is.
Autobahn long version by Kraftwerk.
Yeah.
Kraftwerk.
Kraftwerk.
It's really a
With
classic.
more.
Is that a
Kraftwerk.
broken is that a broken car? Car broke?
Kraftwerk?
Yeah.
Power plant.
Kraftwerk,
Power
yes.
plant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I don't know if you have played the new Wolfenstein.
I have not. I have not
Yeah,
played
there
any
is-
Wolfenstein except for the original.
All right, and the new Wolfenstein. By the way, for anyone listening and not speaking German and playing the game, the German voice acting is actually that's proper German. That's real. That are German people, German voice actors, because it's not like in many American movies where you have there's a German and he's like reading German from a script in a badly American accent, which sounds nothing like German at all. But in Wolfenstein: The New Order, the German voice acting is actual German, and as a German, you can understand it.
Well,
And
they
it's
had
not
better
weird,
be.
I think.
With the price
Yeah.
of video games these days,
Yeah,
I would
but-
expect that sort of thing out of it.
But if you look at something like Sucker Punch, the movie,
Mm-hmm.
the German, it's that's not German. That
Yeah, but-
Americans reading German from a script.
No, I think Sucker Punch is Japanese shit, isn't it?
No.
You know, another
And-
thing that I've learned. Oh, go ahead.
No, it's okay. But what I wanted to say about the Wolfenstein, there's the weapon, the Laserkraftwerk, or the Laserkraftwerk. It's a bit different to speak German, which is like a laser power plant. It's a weird name for a gun, but all right. I think they wanted to go for the, power laser. Yeah, laser.
Cool.
Spoilers, by the way.
Ah, come on. If you know what it is, then you already have it. So.
Yeah. So I've noticed that German dubbing for TV and films is terrible. Awful.
Yeah.
Actually, we got dubbing, and that's a terrible thing.
Yeah.
Other countries do not have any dubbing. So it's actually for big blockbuster movies, it's actually not bad. But for like series or something like this, it's the worst you can ever
Do you
imagine.
mean dubbing in for English or American series, or for German series in America?
For American series in Germany.
Well, it's a mixed bunch. I think something
Yeah.
like Scrubs is pretty good. Heroes was that was really
I heard
disgusting.
that Scrubs is good. That's actually the one thing that I've heard is Scrubs is good.
Yeah.
Everything else is terrible. I lived with a German roommate who was here for school for a while, and
It's the bane. If you've never heard the original voices, then it's okay. But if you
No.
listen to one episode in the original version, then it's really mostly it's pretty bad.
yeah, because
But
my roommate would watch like How I Met Your Mother in German, like dubbed in
it's-
German, and she's like, "Yeah, it's not a very good show. It's not very funny. It's kind of lame." And I was like, "Oh, it's too bad. I'm watching it. You should sit down and watch it with me anyway, if you're so inclined." She sat down, and then was like, "Oh my god, this is actually funny. What the hell?
Yeah.
I've been watching it in German, and it's a piece of trash." And so she went back and watched it all in English and loved it. So
I think it's mostly about what you're used to. Like for some series, which I watched the German dub first, and then like after watching it for years, getting to listen to the English for once, I actually prefer the German one. But especially with comedy stuff, some of the jokes get lost in translation.
Yeah.
But I think
yeah,
quality of dubbing is usually good, and it's mostly about what you're used to.
but
Like
Germany
that's
is
what you're gonna prefer.
Yeah, but with the dubbing, Germany is actually pretty good when it's about keeping one voiceover actor to one actor in the series, or like there's a Bruce Willis voiceover guy, and he does all the stuff Bruce Willis does.
Nice.
And he's the German voice for Bruce Willis. And there's one for Arnold Schwarzenegger, and there's one for whatever. All the.
Why does Arnold Schwarzenegger have not dub his own work?
That was a. I was thinking about the Terminator. It's of course its own voice. I fucked up there. But like Tom Cruise or something, they have
Okay.
they have one guy who does their voice.
Okay, I was gonna say that sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, no, Arnold Schwarzenegger, of course, does his own voice.
Good. Jackie Chan does all of his own dubbing too. Which is
But
great.
can be very bad
By the
as
way-
well. I often hear Homer Simpson, like the guy who talks him, speak other
Yeah.
stuff, and
That's
like it gets
something.
very confusing if you have this one guy in mind and he's suddenly in other movies
Yeah.
and it totally doesn't fit the role. So then
Also,
you
the
lose it.
Bruce
It's
Willis
horrible.
voice actor is small and fat, and also bald. But I think the Bruce Willis voice actor has actually a better voice than the original Bruce Willis voice. And he also like made up the Yippee-ki-yay Schweinebacke while doing the voiceover. Because I think in the original version Bruce Willis says "fuck you" or something, and back then it wasn't okay to say something like that on TV. So he made the Yippee-ki-yay Schweinebacke, and that has carried over to the original versions where Bruce Willis says it now too. If I think so, yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it says motherfucker.
Yeah,
instead
something
of,
like that. Yeah.
Schweinebuckel. So
And the German voice actor said, instead of motherfucker, he said Yippee-ki-yay Schweinebacke, and then that became so iconic that they included it in the original version of the next movies.
What is Schweinebucket?
Big face,
Yeah,
I would say, or
yes.
but you wouldn't
Yeah,
really
and
use
then-
that word ever.
kicks ass. I don't know.
Yeah, pig cheek, little, but well, I don't know.
We have a lot of swear words with pig.
Indeed.
Okay, guys, I have to. Maybe you can invite someone else. I have to go play Diablo 3 with my fiance.
Oh
Yeah,
no, you
so-
have to go play Diablo 3 with your fiance.
That's too bad.
Your life is so hard and terrible.
I also have to take my bread out of the oven where we were with Germany bread. So I wish you all the best for your stream, Neil. I think you will make it because you're just crazy like that.
Just crazy
And,
like that.
Einen schönen Abend, einen anderen noch.
Jo, bis denn. Oder
Team
Schönen
Chat will
Abend.
grüß.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Tschüss.
All right. So we got a little bit of time left in here. Ooh, is this the spot?
Whatever happened to a bum like me?
No, damn it.
Right up
I almost found the Yippee. It's not there. Damn it. I'll find it somewhere. I could just YouTube it. Anyway, so what else shall we do for you for German Hour? So we got some more time, but this is something that we've been asking other people this. So what is your favorite traditional German food?
Hirschgulasch.
Translation?
Stack. Kind of
Ooh.
soup or something. Not soup.
Yes, that.
Um,
Not brew. It's what you did for cooking for Koibu.
Soup.
Not
Stew.
that before that. Stew.
Stew.
That's it.
Yeah.
Stag stew.
Stack.
Stag stew.
Yeah. That's quite
I
nice.
have to go with the probably schnitzel. I mean, what else are you gonna pick, really?
Right.
like red cabbage and potatoes.
All right, here we go.
Nah, I don't
That's
really
good.
like that.
Here's the audio for the original Yippee-ki-yay. Let's turn it all the way up. Oh, good, it's all the way up.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yeah, it is Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. There we go. Excellent. All right, so stag stew is your favorite?
Yes.
Sounds delicious.
It is delicious because you get hunters in Germany all in their clubs and they hunt in the forest, and so you get really fresh and good meat. So it's quite awesome. And we actually eat a lot of Italian food, and because after the World War we had lots and lots of Italians immigrating to Germany
I did not know that, actually.
to work here, and they stayed. So we have really, really good ice. Ice for eating.
Ice cream.
What is ice cream?
Ice cream.
We have really good Italian ice cream. We have really, really good pizza, and then the Turkish came, and so we have döner. So
Nice. Nice.
a lot of food you will get in Germany is actually not German.
All right.
But
Well, here
it's
I have a question. Germany and Austria used to be, one country. How do Germans and Austrians feel towards each other? Is it like a brother, like, yeah, we're pretty much the same, but now we're different countries, or is there like, no, you're Austrian, we're German, we should, there's this little crowbar of separation there. This is proper.
I think it's kind of like USA and Canada. It's like pretty similar, but
Canada is not similar to USA.
yeah, I mean,
it's a lot friendlier.
This love-hate relationship, or like just a neighborly relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, share the same language as well. They talk a bit funny. I mean, you've got the French over there,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
The Canadians also have their own eccentricities. They speak a little funny, just a little bit.
And we do not like their politics at
No.
all. Yeah, they're pretty racist. So.
Well,
I like
No.
the Austrians.
we can't all be
I like 'em.
Switzerland.
Yeah, but at the moment everybody in Europe is racist, so it's kind of
Yeah, what the
sad.
hell's going on over there, guys? Get your shit together.
Yeah, actually, we try. We try, but politics is just not
Of
funny.
course, yeah.
I think it's just the economic crisis. Like, if people are afraid of like losing their jobs and less money and more pressure, and just afraid, they're like, okay, fuck all the other countries, like the
Yeah.
stupid guys. So let's figure our own shit first, which is pretty short-sighted. But I guess that's why lately it's been like that.
All right. Well, cool.
And the Austrians have Conchita Wurst.
They did what worse?
The Eurovision Song Contest. You know this, huh? Do you?
I'm missing the words that you're saying. I only ever hear them. at the
Eurovision Song Contest. It's a yearly contest where every nation sends one singer, so they compete in a contest, and every nation gives points for other nations.
I've
and
never heard
they
of this.
Get a winner.
Oh, well, the Eurovision. There, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I couldn't quite hear the. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm aware of it.
Yeah, and the last contest was won by an Austrian guy named Conchita Wurst, who is a transsexual guy with a very ladylike dress and a full beard.
Cool.
Not
They did
kidding.
actually make. Yeah.
Yeah,
can't
I
say
see
they
those
did
people-
actually make legit sausage that looks like him.
Well,
I can send you a picture.
I mean, I see those sorts of people walking down my street all the time. Like in San Francisco, that shit is just normal.
But not with such a beard.
Yeah.
And then you got all this racist stuff going on in politics, and they just elect him, her. So that's actually pretty cool.
Cool. All right, so I didn't ask the French because the French don't care. I didn't ask the Swedish the Swedish because they're like, oh no, we're neutral about everything. But I'm gonna give you guys a real question. How do you all feel about Croatia?
Croatia?
The Ukraine and Russia and Croatia thing that's been going on lately? With
Ukraine?
Didn't even-
Oh, not
Didn't
Croatia.
know-
I'm sorry, Crimea. Croatia, Crimea. Come on. They start with C's. They're somewhere over in Eastern Europe.
Yeah, it's worrisome. There's war in Europe, I'd say, in the Ukraine.
You would actually call it war at this point?
Yeah, I think with what's going on in the Ukraine, at the moment, call it a war.
People dying.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
is
probably
there
civil war.
organized mobilization of troops?
Well, there's different factions shooting each other, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
Actually, they all get in trouble about oil again.
Yeah.
It's just like a real big oil deal.
And for all you
And-
jerks in chat being like, oh my god, it's typical American, can't distinguish between Croatia and Crimea. Oh my god, you're so stupid. Shut your face, I haven't slept in forever, and there's some random places in Europe that don't matter. Ooh, Demon Prince of Dicks, I get to ban another person today. That's always a good day when I get to ban people.
Yeah, but it's worrisome. It feels a bit like Cold War again. Also, I think White Russia, Russia, and some other country recently like announced some economic union as well. So it feels like maybe a bit more like strong Russia, a bit towards like pre-90s stuff.
Yeah, Russia and
that's-
China
that's a
have
bit
just announced a,
worrisome.
what, $60 billion or $6 billion? Some very large amount trade deal going on there.
It's more like 600 billion. I
Is it
think.
600 billion? It was something ridiculously large. I don't remember.
Yeah, because it's about the next 50 years, like it's an oil deal about 50 years long or something like
Ukraine is not a game to me. Why would you say Ukraine is a game to me? I specifically said I want to ask you a real question. How does that make Ukraine a game for me?
It's a Seinfeld. You see
Oh.
to some Seinfeld episode.
Whatever then. I've never
this.
watched
Yeah,
that.
but the situation in Ukraine is pretty tense at the moment, and I think the Russians are acting like douches, and the Americans are acting like douches, and the Germans are acting like douches, and it's pretty shit.
Is anyone doing anything right?
No.
No, not really. I mean,
Nice.
you have a country exactly between Europe and Russia, and you want to talk about this country without including Russia, and so they have a right to be pissed. And yeah, I mean, the last president wasn't even really. He's not out of the field actually. He's just like, they made a vote and they had to get 75% because it's in their law, and they got 73 or something, and they still said, it's okay. And it's not aligning with the constitution, and well, it's all pretty bad shit, and everybody does make mistakes. Nobody's honest with anybody, so it's just like
Yeah, I think it's very
a
hard
big
to judge.
pile of crap.
Very hard to judge from the outside, but I think most people in Ukraine probably want decent money and like stability.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's all these other interest groups like the European Union wants like influence there. The Russians want influence and land and whatever they're to get. But I guess most Ukrainians probably just want safety and money.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
like
I don't know.
safety
Hopefully
and money
everything
is the
settles
best
down
for
soon.
everyone.
Someone keeps saying, is
There are
that
some radical
sake?
groups,
What are you guys talking about? Is that sake? None of these people here are sake. Are any of you guys
I know.
sake?
Yeah, I am.
You're actually, wait, you're sake?
Yes.
Oh my god! I didn't realize that you were sake.
Yo, well, I am.
Oh. Well, hello!
Well, hello.
Did not realize
Judy-
this.
Hey,
Yeah, been tuning in for like an hour or so every couple of days. Like I watched this the last time as well, and yeah, it's always interesting watching you slowly fall apart.
See, now I don't know what to do. Alright, so we have Ukraine, we have Crimea. Well, we still got about 10 minutes left with Germany. What do you guys want to do with Germany?
Don't know, swear a little bit.
So, oh yeah, we didn't get to German curse words. We did German favorite foods. Give me some big German curse words here, because German's a great language to curse in. Insult the shit out of me in German. Let's hear it.
Most common ones like Arschloch, Wichser, Spasti, Uhrensohn.
blöder Mongo. I don't know.
I think those were the most common ones. Like once you get a bit out there, it gets more funny.
Yeah, but we actually have to
Chat has
swear at Neil.
Yes.
Do it! I don't care.
Neil, du verficktes Arschloch. Kannst dich mal kreuzweise.
See, that sounds like German swearing. That sounds great. That sounds like you're actually pissed at someone a little bit. I bet you could do better.
Yeah, sure, I could do better
I
when
bet you
I'm
could do
really
better.
pissed at someone.
All right, that's fine. It's fine. All right. Well, how do you feel about Denmark? I ask because Denmark kind of, I mean, they're connected to you. And that's pretty much, I mean, they're connected to you, and I guess there's there a bridge between them and Sweden? Yeah. They have a bridge to Sweden.
Yes, what about Denmark? These
I
are
don't
nice
know.
people, and they
Yeah.
speak very good English.
Actually, I think the first thing that comes to mind is knäckebrot, or even though that might be Swedish, so some kind of bread. But don't really have any connection. I guess if someone was to live more to the north, maybe that might have, but I don't know.
Many
because
Germans
there's not
work
much
in
of
Denmark.
Yeah, it's just, for me, having a country that only shares one border with another country, for, you know, we have Canada. Canada only shares a border with the U.S., so the Canada-U.S. relationship is actually very important. Mexico, the Mexico-U.S. border relationship is important, but they also share physical boundaries with countries to the south of them, so they have a little bit more flexibility, and I was wondering if that translated here with Denmark. But, I mean, there's so many islands there, and they've probably got such a large port presence, and they do kind of have a road with Sweden. I don't know if it matters at all.
Denmark is really small.
Yeah, it's tiny.
So, yeah, so it's just like, it's like Luxembourg or... yeah.
Yeah.
Just Luxembourg say something to you. It's just like another country which does share a border with Germany.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's too small to be relevant. So
It's like that. What was the name of the country between France and Spain?
There's a country between France. Oh my God, there is.
Yeah,
What the hell is this place?
I don't know.
Andorra?
Yeah,
Andorra.
that's right.
The fuck
You
is
can drive
Andorra?
through there in like 2 hours.
How the hell is there a country here? Why has this country never been conquered by somebody else?
I don't know.
because you know, we decided to make a European Union and just like be buddies with one another.
And there's another one over here. Maybe that's not it. Lilvia? No, that's just the French that's a Spanish territory in France. Just to the southeast of whatever this place is. I've never forgotten. Andorra. There's this little tiny like island that when you zoom in all the way, you can see that it's got a Spanish border on the inside and a French border on the outside. There's like a town that is controlled by Spain. Weird.
Yeah, you have all Liechtenstein.
What?
Does the chat say? No,
Yeah.
but
You guys are so
you have
crazy.
some small country. Denmark actually has 5 million residents, so it's quite a lot. Like a mediocre Chinese city. Or actually a small Chinese city. If you have been to China, you have city names that contain more people than these lands. That's great. These countries. It's crazy. You never heard of Hangzhou, but Hangzhou has 10 million people.
Yeah. Well, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Hungary. Oh, Europe. I almost called all of Europe Germany. Wow. I could get a little bit of sleep.
Almost.
Almost. Well, it's about our time for German Hour. I think we got through it fairly well this time, with less fuss and muss than last time. Do you guys have anything you'd like to say before we call it quits for German Hour?
Yeah, just have more fun with the remaining hours on your live stream. Because I'm going to sleep in a few hours.
Oh, you bastard. Oh, you bastard. 76, that's 34, 54 hours remaining. It's not bad.
Yeah.
We still have a lot of class.
Yeah, you could throw another German hour in.
You could.
I could. 44, not 54, 44. For a moment I was like, what? No, I thought we only had 2 days left. Yeah, 44 hours. That's easy. I can do 44 hours, no problem. No problem at all.
Well, we do only have. It's Saturday today. Maybe it's Friday still for you.
Yeah, it's Friday for me, but it would be Saturday soon. I mean, it's all for me. It's all the same day. It's for me. It's still Tuesday.
Yeah,
It's
Neil, you should
amazing.
start polyphasic sleeping.
What?
Yeah, I tried this for a week actually. You can sleep
It's like the 4 hours.
6 times a day, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So you're 22 hours a day awake.
Yeah.
Kinda works.
I like my 8 to 10 hour chunks of sleep. I really appreciate those. I would never
but-
trade them.
Yeah, but the real amazing thing is that you actually feel like you sleep a lot more, because you know you only get the REM sleep.
Mhm.
So you always dream in these 20-minute parts.
Mm-hmm.
So it feels like amazing. It feels amazing to have 20 minutes of sleep and you dream the same amount like sleeping 2 hours.
So it's like every 4 hours you take a 20-minute nap.
Yes, and it feels like 1 hour resting. It's quite amazing. But it actually kills you the first 3 days. 3
Oh, I'm
days.
sure. I'm sure you must be
But
dead the first 3
but
days.
after that, you actually wake up after 20 minutes. It's quite amazing.
So did you try it personally?
Yes, for 9
Oh.
for 9 days.
Sick. I only read about it, but
But
never.
then
never
but then
dared.
I got drunk, and that's the end of the story.
But then I got
And-
drunk.
And sleep for 9 hours, I think.
Yeah. We have a song about that here in the United States, but it goes a little differently. Anyway, thank you guys so much for helping out with German Hour, and I'll see you guys around in chat maybe.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
Take care.
See ya.
Poof.